It's a cold, hard world outside my window, where people race, oh race. Every time you come around I feel okay. I breathe you in 'cause your scent's still on my pillow. I stay home with you inside my head. We'll go undercover, I will be your lover. We're up through night and day. Come on, let me hear you say, let's go undercover. I wanna be your lover. I don't want the games they play. It's not us, so we better stay.
Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Dani. I'm a mom to 3 and I make videos about motherhood, organization, holiday decor, and homemaking. I love to celebrate the holidays and savor the season, whether that's outside or the season of life that we're currently in. And as a stay-at-home mom who also is homeschooling this year, the days feel really long, but I know that these years are actually quite short in the grand scheme of things. So I really want to make these days memorable. I love celebrating every holiday, and Thanksgiving is one of my favorites, so I couldn't go right to Christmas. I'm hosting dessert this year for Thanksgiving, so in this video, please stay till the end, and I will be sharing my dessert table with some yummy ideas for you. In between now and then, I will be undecorating from Halloween, cleaning, decluttering, decorating my dining area and my front garden and porch area, and then roasting a yummy recipe from Bits of Bree's new cookbook, which is an autumn sheet pan. It ended up being delicious. My whole family loved it, and it's just really beautiful too. I hope you'll hang out with me here for all of the cozy Thanksgiving vibes. And if you aren't already, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy what you're watching. Okay, so this always happens to me. I start a project, like I'm just gonna decorate the shelf for Thanksgiving, and then I end up getting involved in like so much more. There's just always so much to do. So what I did was I went downstairs to get out some Thanksgiving decorations, and then I found the boxes that had all of the Thanksgiving like serving pieces from when I was hosting Thanksgiving years ago when we lived in North Carolina. And I ended up finding so much good stuff and a lot of like family heirloom pieces. So I'm actually sorting through it all right now because I'm going to give some of it, lend it to my dad because he is hosting Thanksgiving at his house this year and he's going to be making the turkey. So I'm currently going through those boxes. We have moved so many times since we've been together, Josh and I. We bought our first house together in 2013 in North Carolina, and we hosted Thanksgiving there, I think 2 or 3 years in a row. I can't quite remember, but we had to purchase all of the platters and the roasting pans and the serving spoons, and of course I wanted it decorative, so I've had bought chargers and napkin rings and cloth napkins and just like all the things. So what I'm doing now is going through all of the boxes that hold those things because I have not hosted Thanksgiving since probably 2015 might have been the last time. So that's 5 years, and we've moved probably at least 5 times since then. We were a military family, and then my husband became a civilian, got a civilian job, and then we moved like 2 or 3 times during that period of our lives. So these boxes, I have not opened them in 5 years at least. So have to sort these, I have to figure out all that I have, what I can lend my dad, and what I don't need anymore that I can just like get rid of because there's a lot. So let's go through these boxes. Okay, so my first box had some large serving utensils, some napkin rings and chargers, 2 roasting pans, I think they're for my mom, and then a giant 30-pound extra large capacity roaster, and then a platter for serving the turkey on, and then 2 gravy boats and a very large container of foil. So that was in my first box of Thanksgiving goodies, I guess. I don't really know what to call it. This next box had my tablecloths, table runner, some cute little dishes that were from my family's condo that they sold that I must have taken with me one of these years, and then the jackpot, all of my cloth napkins that I have been searching high and low for. I've been wanting to make the switch from paper napkins to cloth napkins, and now maybe I will. We'll see. I also found some more placemats in here, a brie cheese dish, some candlesticks, some Pyrex, and a cake pan, a muffin tin, and I think that's about it for this one. So now I'm just going through this sideboard or buffet table that I have here in my dining area. It's where I keep all of these like serving platters and larger type dishes, as well as my placemats and tablecloths and table linens. We don't have a whole lot of space in this house, so I really have to make use of every little inch that I can find. So I'm just trying to make this a little bit more accessible so that I can get to these things a little bit easier, especially right in time for the holidays and all the hosting that will be happening. So now I'm going to begin decorating just this little buffet table for Thanksgiving. Here we go. This is my new piece of Thanksgiving decor. I got it at Target. It is just so cute.
I don't think we got enough time to sort out all the fights, to sort out all the lies. Oh baby, yeah. There was a part of me that knew that, and still I'm caught by surprise. I thought you'd always be mine. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, 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 down. Yeah. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. I just thought I should let you know. Yeah, now, no words, no more, no. I got so high on a low. That's when I love you the most. Now I thought I should let you know.
I'm using our leaf blower to just clear out this garden area. The leaves have been crazy in upstate New York. And now I'm changing out my garden flag. If you don't have these little stoppers for the end of your garden flags, they are a must-have. They keep it from blowing away when it gets really windy. So I'm also putting up a scarecrow for the next couple of weeks until we get our Christmas decor out. I left up my pumpkins that I already had there, just rearranged them a little bit. I left up my mums, and then I put 2 new pillows on our front bench and a fall-ish wreath for my front door and a new doormat for the holidays. Prior to Thanksgiving, you want to make sure that you clean out your refrigerator, and if you have time, clean out your pantry too, because there's all that food that comes in. Even if you're not hosting, a lot of times we'll get leftovers, or we might be bringing a dish to somebody's house. So it's good to have a clear space in your fridge and your pantry if possible. I'm cleaning out my fridge. I did this a couple of months ago. I made a whole video about it, so I will link that video here and below. Same with my pantry. That was the first video on my channel. I'll link it below. So now I am trying a brand new recipe from the Bits of Brie cookbook. Brianna Kay is kind of my YouTube mentor, and I think she is just the coolest, and she has some wonderful recipes in this book. I've been dying to make this autumn sheet pan recipe because it is so colorful, super flavorful, and it's a ton of veggies, which I love veggies. I am mostly vegetarian, but not completely. For this dish, I actually purchased some vegan sausage rather than using the meat sausage, but then when I got it, I realized it had gluten in it, and I cannot have gluten very often. I get headaches and stomach aches from it, so I ended up just using the regular sausage. Like I said, I'm not vegetarian, but I'm working toward it, and this dish turned out so good. I highly recommend it and her cookbook. Lots of great seasonal recipes in here. She has the cookbook broken down into seasonal recipes by holiday and season, and I just love that. Being a fan of all things festive and seasonal, it is just the best. So give this a try.
Don't tell me that it's over. Never say that I can't relate. I still wanna come over, 'cause I know that it's not too late. I know I made mistakes, I know I lied. I should have noticed, yeah, I should have tried. And all the loving that I just ignored, I'm gonna revive it, I'm gonna revive it.
Now I'm decorating my table for dessert. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm hosting dessert this Thanksgiving. We're having dinner at my dad's house with my family, and then everyone's coming back to my house for dessert. So I just wanted to share some ideas for you on how to set the table and some things that you could serve if you are also hosting dessert or even just bringing a dish to somebody else's house. So my advice is, first of all, if you're hosting, get all of the dishes that you plan to serve your food in. Get them all laid out. I had put everything on the island in my kitchen just so I saw what I had to work with if I needed to purchase anything extra. I did purchase these 2 little ceramic pumpkins right here, and I have a larger one as well, and they're actually dishes to hold dips or cookies, or as you'll see, I put some candies in them. So that was all I needed to purchase. So I recommend having some type of pie. I have an apple pie here. Some type of bread or muffins. I have banana bread here. Some type of brownies or bars. I actually did little cheesecakes this time. And then a cookie or a cake. Now I have both because we love sweets here. And then it's always nice to have something small or snacky that guests can just reach for. So I have some Reese's Pieces, some chocolate covered cranberries, and these little pumpkin gummies that my kids also love. Last 2 tips, get some fresh flowers for your table. They just brighten up and liven any space. And then have a little area for a coffee bar. So we have a coffee pot over by the kitchen sink, but over here on the table I set up little go cups so people could pour themselves a cup of coffee and then either enjoy it in the home or head on out and take it home with them, and a little bowl for cream and sugar. I also picked up some really cute napkins and paper plates and utensils at Hobby Lobby this year and Target. They had some really pretty ones with gold foil, and as you can tell, I kind of was going for this coppery rose gold look with my rustic decor. I just love the way that those 2 things work together. So that is all for this video. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this gave you some ideas. If you've enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram at Dani Grace Daily for daily updates. And I hope to see you in my next video. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.